Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, let's talk about AI suite. So this is coming from Andrew Ning and his team. So this is getting a little bit more attention and you can see it's already 6.2k stars in GitHub. So this video, let's try to understand what this package is all about. And let's go through some examples and how to implement this. And also at the end, I will explain you, or I will show you if there is some additional tools which is doing similar kind of things already. So yeah, this is the topics that we will be covering. So let's get started. So yeah, as you can see here, this is the GitHub repository. I will first walk you a little bit through the README file. If you just want to go through the implementation, please feel free to skip some parts of the video. But here it says simple unified interface to multiple generative AI providers, right? Looks good because you can have one package which can interact with the multiple AI providers, right? And if you go a little bit down here, so it says here simple, this same thing. So here it says it makes it easy for developers to use multiple LLMs through a standardized interface using an interface similar to OpenAI's. This package makes it easy to interact with the most popular LLMs and compare the results, right? It is thin wrapper around Python client libraries and allows creators to seamlessly swap out and test responses from different LLMs, right? So all the installation process, how you can do, and all the things is mentioned here. And let's go and see the post from Andrew Ning himself. So he was announcing the open source Python package. So you can see if it's coming from Andrew Ning, then people are thinking it's good package. Let's try it. And now let's go through the implementation part. So what I have already done is I'm taking this in the GitHub repository of mine. So here you can see YouTube stops AI suite. I'll provide the link in the description. So there is one called intro to AI suite, and I have also provided how to get started for you. So first in the local machine you should have some Python version and all the different steps, so you know how to do it. Create the virtual environment and install the packages. As it is mentioning that you can use different LLM providers, right? So what I'm trying to do here is going with the LLaMA example first, because that can be installed locally and you can have it running without paying any money for anything, right? That's the first one, and then I'll show you one example with the Grok. Instead of talking, let's directly go into the implementation part. So here is the code. So just follow the steps, clone the repository and run it locally and create a virtual environment as I mentioned before, and the instruction which I was just mentioning is in the readme file here, and just follow that. But if you need help also, then I have the link here for the LLaMA playlist which I have created, and the official website of the LLaMA. So you need to first take care of the LLaMA things. And once you are running, I have provide the instructions here, because this is a little bit important, because without setting up LLaMA properly you cannot run this, right? So I'm spending a little bit time here to explain you this. Once you have set all the different things, if you click this, then it should say LLaMA is running, meaning that now you can have all the different models that you have installed via LLaMA AI suite. So that's the whole point, right? First thing first, so what we need to do is we need to import AI suite as AI. That's how they have imported here. So initialize the AI client for assessing the language models. So this is similar to other importing things in Python, right? And then there is this messages. Role is system, role is user, same as before. And you just provide you are a helpful agent who answers with brevity. You can just tweak this whatever you want to. And just a simple example, hi, and then just passing that into the client.chat.completions. Similar, right? And you can say create and you can provide the model here. So this is the interesting part here. You can tweak this with your model providers, and then just printing it. So if I just run this, it will provide me the answer which is running llama 3.18b under the hood, right? Okay, this is fine. This is one example. Now let's just create a function out of it, so it's easy to ask. So here it's a simple ask function, has the message, system message, and the models of your choice. Same things before, providing all the different things. Yeah, there is a function and it's easy to ask. Okay, here I'm asking, hello, what is the capital of Nepal? And it is going to answer me, the capital of Nepal is Kathmandu. Would you like to know more? Blah, 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 right? So you get the idea. It's now just same as any other LLM providers. You can provide the question, it gives you the answer. There is nothing magic here until now, right? Now comes the query multiple models for a common question. So what you can do is have different models that you have installed locally with LLaMA. In this case, I'm using LLaMA. So here I have some of the models which are downloaded locally. So just to show you, I can just go to the terminal, and here I can say LLaMA list, and you can see there are some of the models which I have already installed. So I need to provide these models into the model section here, right? And other things similar as before, and here you can say the prefix LLaMA and then all the models. So if I run this one, what happens is it will go through each and every model and provide you the answer of that. So it's quite simple, but you can already test the question and get the answer from different models, which gives you an idea, okay, which one is performing the best, because it's not the same as you can see here. So maybe the underhood idea might be the same. I'm not going to read this, but you get the idea, right? And now that is one part, and the next part now is this, which was the main I think selling point of this package. Also, you can have or query different AI providers for a common question, right? For this I'm going to use the Grok. If you don't know what is Grok, I have a playlist here, you can go through there. So you need to get an API key first. So go through these links, go there, it's free for now. You can get the API key, run this, it will ask you for API key, and just provide it. So once you have the API key, just you can now use the providers, and one is from the Grok. So this is the interesting, and this is case sensitive. So here you need to provide Grok and the model that is present in the Grok, and the LLaMA, the model that is present in the LLaMA. Similarly, you can use OpenAI, Anthropic, or different providers which it is supported by the AI suite. So this is the main idea here. And now I'm using the Grok and the LLaMA, and other things is the same as before. And when I run this, I get an error which says, okay, there is some errors related to the proxies, right? So now I searched for some time, but then I thought, okay, there might be something bug under the hood, and this is the time where you go to the GitHub and try to search if others are also facing this kind of issues, right? So for this reason, what I did is I went to GitHub, and here you can see, you can go here. If you go to the issues, and now just go here and search for proxies, right? Now you can see there are others also who are facing the similar kind of things. So the error is occurring on the Grok configurations. So you can see here, they are also having some kind of issue, and it is not fixed yet, but it says it works for OpenAI. Using the Grok is fast, free, and good for testing code. This is this. And you can see this is the bug leveled yesterday. So this is December 1 today, right? So it's not yet there working for all the different things. When you are watching this video, it might be already fixed. But the thing that I'm trying to say here is, if you face some issues related to some packages, somebody might have asked something and it has already been solved and so on. If not, you get the idea that, okay, there is some bug. So you can try to fix it or help to the community, or wait for some time to get it fixed, or get some responses, or have interaction with other developers also there to get the idea what is causing the issue. So what I did was, there I find that, okay, LLaMA and OpenAI was working, right? I want to try it. So what I did now is I went to this platform OpenAI, that just getting the OpenAI API keys, and it costs some amount or money for now. If you want to test, you can go through this. I'm getting the OpenAI API key here, and the same thing as before, I just uncommented these Grok things. There is LLaMA first and the OpenAI, and now control enter. So it again gives me the error. So what is the error here? It's not the proxy kind of things, but here you see that my request failed, client error 404 not found, and it is pointing to localhost something. So I was confused, okay, why it might be the case, because I have the LLaMA here, right model, and I have the OpenAI GPT-4o, that should be fine, but it's still giving the error. What I did was I changed the preference of the model. So in the list, I have OpenAI first and then the LLaMA now. So if I run this, surprisingly, it went through it. So sometimes I don't know where it came from, but I just wanted to check the list, and I just provided now this, and it works. So meaning that there is still something, or some improvements need to be made, or there might be some restriction, or maybe the right order that needs to be passed under the hood in the code, but let's not go into that. But now it works, meaning that we are talking with LLaMA as well as OpenAI from the same package with the same question being asked here. So this is what AI suite is meant for, right? Talking with different LLM providers via the same code with just the different models, right? So yeah, this works. You can see this is the answer from OpenAI GPT-4o, and this is from the LLaMA 3.1. You can see the answers here. But now the conclusion, as I said you, it helps or makes it easy for developers to use LLMs from multiple providers. Although it's not working as of today, December 1, for all the different things, there are some bugs to be fixed, but OpenAI and LLaMA is being used. Just by changing one string, you can use different things. That's it. But the question now comes, it is from Andrew Ning and the team, right? Was there something already before? Yes, there is something similar to it, and that is Light LLM. So I'm providing you the link here also. So this is the Light LLM. I will create a new video about this. But here, this is the Python SDK proxy server LLM gateway to call 100 plus LLM APIs. And this is already quite some time there. So the question now is coming in the AI suite GitHub also is, if you go to this, if you go to the issues, and here if you just search for Light LLM, people are asking why reinvent the wheel if there is something already existing, and we need to have detailed documentation of the requirements of this package. It's good to see what difference it will be in the future, because right now it seems that it's doing same thing, but there might be some additional things in the future. When it gets, I'll create a video after I do some research. How does AI suit compare to similar tools like Light LLM, right? It's not good idea to reinvent the wheel each and every time. If there is something existing, why not support that project instead of creating a new one, right? So yeah, where the future holds for AI suite, and how or new what new features there will be present. But this Light LLM seems to be even more interesting because it has so many different integrations already in place. So yeah, I'll create Light LLM video in the future, and that's it for this video. I hope you learned something new. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.